Have you ever wondered which nation ruled the waves when the world's economy started to globalize? What if I told you there was one nation in the 17th century that didn't just dominate trade but practically wrote the rulebook on global business? Welcome to a story of extraordinary ambition, a fleet of unmatched power, and the company that changed the world. But before we dive into this tale of maritime dominance and revolutionary finance, take a second to subscribe to the channel. Trust me, this is a story you'll want to follow, and subscribing ensures you won't miss any of our fascinating deep dives into history. In the 17th century, the Dutch weren't just a small European nation. They were the economic powerhouse of the world, commanding the largest merchant fleet on the planet. Think about it, thousands of ships sailing across oceans, from Asia to Africa to the Americas, all under the banner of the Dutch. But here's the kicker. Most of these ships didn't belong to individual merchants or the government. They were part of a company so advanced, so ahead of its time, that it laid the groundwork for how businesses operate today. The Dutch East India Company, or VOC, wasn't just a company, it was a colossus. It was the first corporation to issue shares, giving people the chance to invest in its success. Imagine how groundbreaking this was. Ordinary citizens and merchants could now own a piece of a global trading empire. And this wasn't just any company, it was the largest and richest organization of its kind in the 17th century. Adjusted for today's economy, its value would dwarf even the biggest companies of our time, making names like Apple or Amazon seem like small fish in comparison. But how did they do it? Why was the VOC so successful? The answer lies in their strategy and sheer ambition. The Dutch East India Company wasn't just trading, it was controlling entire supply chains. From the spice islands of Southeast Asia to the bustling markets of Amsterdam, the VOC had a monopoly on some of the most valuable goods in the world: spices, silk, and precious metals. They set up trading posts, negotiated treaties, and even waged wars to secure their dominance. And their merchant fleet? It was the backbone of their empire. With cutting-edge shipbuilding technology, Dutch ships were faster, more efficient, and capable of long voyages. This gave the Dutch a significant edge over their competitors, like the British or Portuguese, who simply couldn't keep up. The VOC's fleet wasn't just a means of transport, it was a symbol of the Netherlands' economic and technological prowess. So, why does this matter today? Because the Dutch East India Company wasn't just a business, it was a game changer. It set the stage for modern capitalism, multinational corporations, and global trade as we know it. Their innovative approach to finance, risk management, and logistics is still studied and admired centuries later. If this story fascinates you, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. There's so much more to explore about how the VOC changed the world, and I'll be covering more amazing stories like this one.